This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected, and Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, celebrating the art of life. Good evening and welcome to the Mini Dome on the campus of Shelton High School in Shelton, Washington. Tonight we return to South Sound Conference boys basketball with the Shelton Highclimbers hosting the Capital Cougars. I'm Dedrick Allen and you are watching the Maple Glen Senior Living pregame show. Capital comes into tonight's game with a 9-2 overall record, 3-2 in the SSC, but they have won their last 7 games. Shelton is 8-3 on the season, 4-1 in the conference, and is back home after going 1-2 in the Fort Vancouver Holiday Tournament. Both teams played last Saturday and both won non-league games. The Cougars beat Heritage 75-49, while the Highclimbers knocked off Fort Vancouver 68-63, a team that Capital beat a week before, 86-45. Since we are now talking about common opponents, both the Cougars and the Climbers beat Gig Harbor and North Thurston and both lost to Timberline. The other conference loss for Capital was to Central Kitsap, a team Shelton will play next week. The Cougars have won the last 5 meetings with the Highclimbers. The last Shelton win over Capital was 57-53 on December 11th, 2015. Coming up on the Maple Glen Senior Living pregame show, we will talk with Highclimber head coach Derek Pringle. It's South Sound Conference boys basketball, the Capital Cougars at the Shelton Highclimbers, next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. The new year is upon us and time for resolutions. Let Maple Glen help. On January 15th, you can realize your dreams and goals by making a visioning board for 2019. Join our residents from 6 to 7:30 for all the fun of planning for the future. For more information, call Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only media outlet in Mason County providing live broadcasts of high school basketball, and sponsorships are available. Advertise your business, promote an event, let everyone know you support our student athletes. Contact Mason Web TV right now for advertising options.
Well, good evening once again, and welcome to the Mini Dome. Once again, Dedrick Allen, Jerry Apple, top of the stands across from the scorers table. This is the Maple Glen Senior Living pregame show. Did have an opportunity to speak with Coach Derek Pringle a little while ago. And here is what the coach had to say.
Coach Pringle, back home after a trip to Vancouver. I want to talk a little bit about the tournament. You didn't do as well as you thought you would, but what did you learn from your team?
I think, we didn't do what we were supposed to, but what I think we learned is how to weather the storm when we get behind. We had to talk about it on Monday when we went back to practice about the things that we could have did better. We showed them film, and they noticed that, we had moments where we turned the game into our own. I'm gonna get mine, you get yours, because we up by so much. But now they understand that you can't just go with that. You have to play all the way through. So we learn, about being patient. The things we talked about, to be a champion, you have to do the little things, the rebounding, the good passes, and being strong with the ball. So I think this game will be a lot better. I think playing those games was good because it'll get us ready for this big team of Capitals.
Let's talk about Capital. They've got some height. They've got some talent. How are you going to attack them?
Like we always do. We playing the man-to-man straight up. We're going to try to run. That's our best defense is running in our defense. So if we get the ball out and start pushing it, because they can't run with us. That's what we feel they can't run with because they're so big. But the key thing is we got to control Chris Penner, who's a good shooter. He can stroke the ball anywhere. Control him and control Bowser, who's the new addition they got from our nephew. If he gets hot, then we got two guys that, between them, they can score 55 points together. So we just got to slow at least one of them down.
Okay. How about containing or limiting your turnovers?
Yeah. We had a lot of turnovers down there in Vancouver. That's another thing we talked about, too, was, anticipating that somebody's there and we make that pass, keep eye contact on the ball. Look, make sure the guy's looking at you before you pass it. So we told them, we're practicing that all week long, the last 4 days, working on passing and being patient. Our biggest thing is when we get up, we rush, and then we fall apart. Here, we got to maintain it, like we did against North Thurston. Get up, be patient, and just move the ball and cut down the turnovers.
Everybody available for tonight? You told me you have some good news grade-wise.
Now, everybody's available. After the holidays, you got everybody coming back. You don't know who's some guys are sick. They got that little virus going on. But, this is a good thing. We got everybody back. So we have to put everybody together. We haven't come up with our lineup yet because we're trying to see what Capital come up first. Okay. We got an idea, but we want to make sure that we get the right people out there to defend them, especially their bigs. So.
Okay. Good luck tonight, Coach.
All right, thank you, sir.
Shelton coach Derek Pringle, about an hour ago or so. He does have his starting lineup. He did give it to us. We will give you that when we come back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There is always something happening in Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. If you're interested in making a unique gift, stop by Maple Glen on the evening of January 22nd. You can join our residents and learn how to decorate ceramic tiles. This fun class to create one-of-a-kind gifts starts at 6. For more information, call Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education. What are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else?
Or will you dare do something different?
Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills.
The smarts? Yes, you.
You could be the teacher I never forget.
That'd be cool.
Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
And we're back here at the Mini Dome. Diedrich Allen and Jerry Apple. There's your starters for both teams. Start out with a visiting, well, no, we won't. Oh, what's going on here, Jerry?
Ty received the All-Tournament Team Award at the Fort Vancouver tournament last weekend and averaged 19 points and 12 rebounds. Because of his performance, Ty was named South Sound Sports Co-Player of the Week.
Well, that's a surprise to me, but not a surprise to me, Jerry.
Good evening. I'd like to recognize somebody that been with me for about 23 years. Most of y'all know I coached basketball in the youth league, and my first player was Sam Craig. Can you come to the middle, Coach Craig? I had Sam at 14 years old, and we've been together since. He went off to college, came back. He helped me out with Dab Hoops right now and up here at Shelton. So this year we started the thing at Dab Hoops called the Hall of Fame Award. And we're going to recognize Coach Sam as a Hall of Fame. He's our first Hall of Fame at Dab Hoops for 2019.
At this time, please rise to honor America and those who support our freedom at home and abroad. Please welcome your ASB President, Gina Baker, in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right. Excellent job, as always. Let's get into the starters, Jerry. We'll start out with the Capital Cougars. You've got Gabe Landers, a 5'11 senior guard. Chris Pinner, a 6'1 senior guard. Lucas Bowser, a 6'3 senior guard. Brandon Rydell, 6'1 junior post player, and Grant Erickson, a 6'6 senior post player. For the Highclimbers, Ty Thompson, 6'4 junior forward. Tyler Auld, a 6-foot junior guard. Jason Kenyon, a 5'8 senior guard. Casey Badillo Brown, a 5'11 senior forward, and Kyler Gall, a 6'2 senior forward. So that's Landers, Pinner, Bowser, Rydell, and Erickson for the Cougars. Thompson, Auld, Kenyon, Badillo, Brown, and Gall for the Highclimbers. We will take a timeout. We'll be right back for the tip-off of this game between the Capital Cougars and the Shelton Highclimbers next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, from craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions. This award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop in for Sunday brunch or call to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Ready for some basketball, Jerry?
I sure am. Good to be with you tonight, Diedrich.
Good to have you, Jerry. As always, Jerry Apple doing his statistics. We're ready to get some South Sound Conference basketball underway. You've got, what do we got? We've got Rydell and Ty Thompson ready to tip this thing off. The Highclimbers in their home white, the Cougars in the black, and we're underway. The Cougars win the tip quickly. Up it goes, Pinner to the hoop and in. I'm sorry, that's Bowser, excuse me. Bowser with the first basket of the night for the Cougars. Jason Kenyon with the ball. Swing it over, Kyler Gall. Hand it off to Ald, all the way outside. Here's Casey Video Brown. Dribble penetrate, trades out to Gall. Gall to the foul line, kick to the corner, that's Ty Thompson. To Jason Kenyon, stops in the box, challenges, misses shot, and rebound. Here come the Cougars. That's Bowser. Lucas Bowser, a new addition to the Capital team. Hand it off, and that's the Landers. Near side to Pinner. Pinner into the corner, can't see who that is. Too many fans standing up. Down to the box, poked away. Good defense, but right it goes to Landers, up and in off the near steal. Highclimbers coming right back. Near side, Ald. Down to the baseline, in the corner, Ty Thompson. Gonna put it on the floor, drive the side of the paint. Got to get somebody to go. Tried to get a pass off to Gall. That's off the mark.
First turnover for the Highclimbers.
All right. Here come the Cougars bringing it across the timeline. It's Landers. Landers high post feed, actually way outside to Rydell. Over to Pinner. Pinner working below the crowd. Up top. Pull-up jumper by Bowser. That rimmed off. Rebound tapped and controlled by Gall for the Highclimbers. Here comes Jason Kenyon. Up it goes to Ty Thompson. Thompson to the hoop. Nope, he's going to leave it to Video Brown. Ripped away. Here comes Pinner the other way for the Cougars. Going to go right to the hoop. Puts it up. Missed the shot right there to clean it up is Grant Erickson. He'll put it up. Nope, they're going to say he traveled. 4-0 Cougars early. We got a lot of Capital fans here, Jerry. This is going to be a raucous night.
Yes. Good crowd tonight.
Excellent crowd.
Especially adults.
Haven't seen too many in this building for a while, but maybe they finally figured it out. It's good basketball. There's Kyler Gall going to go right to the hoop with a scoop. He comes up short. Rebound pulled down by Erickson for Capital. Get it up to Pinner. Pinner will swing it all the way up to Landers. Landers is going to go to the hoop, leave it there for Erickson off the glass. And nope, it's Rydell. Excuse me, that's Rydell with the bucket. Casey Video Brown with the ball. And nearly stolen on the far side.
So far, Capital is 3 for 5 from the field.
So it'll be sideline inbounds for the Highclimbers.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how long the Highclimbers stay in the man-to-man defense.
Ty Thompson has stripped off his body off, they're going to say it goes off of Rydell out of bounds. It'll be a Highclimber ball. Baseline inbounds. It'll be to the left of the backboard, it looks like. Jason Kenyon will trigger the play. The Climbers go 4 corners of the key. Going to look the court over, bounce it into Ty Thompson, knocked out of bounds by the long arms of Rydell. He's long, Jerry, number 44.
And we have him listed at
6'7". Is it 6'6", 6'7"?
And probably
more like a 7-footer there.
Yeah.
With his long arms. Kenyon will get it into Ald. Ald to get it back to Kenyon.
Plays like he's 7 foot, huh?
Yeah.
On the defensive side.
Well, those long arms, probably more like 8 feet or more. Gall with it far side. Going to drive to the hoop. Going to try to get it across the paint, but they're going to call a foul, and that'll be the first whistle of the ball game. And that went on Grant Erickson, his first. Got an early timeout here. 5:28 to go, first quarter, 6-0. Capital on top. The Highclimbers have yet to score. Having a little bit of trouble with the size down low.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, you heard in the pregame.
And they're gonna have to hit it from outside. They're gonna have to make some shots from outside to bring those big guys outside, so that Ty can go inside on some layups. Right now, they've got him pretty well bottled up inside with those long arms. They're going to have to make some three-pointers.
Yeah, the inside-out game is definitely going to be a key here. Coach Pringle told us in the pregame he wanted to run.
Yep.
It hasn't quite worked yet.
Well, you've got to control you got to get some rebounds.
So it's a Highclimber ball, baseline inbounds to the left of the backboard. Kenyon will trigger the play. Bounce it into Casey Badillo-Brown. Up fakes once off the glass. Oop, it popped out. Had his own rebound. Lost it. And it'll go off of Landers out of bounds. It'll stay with the Highclimbers with a reset of the shot clock, or nearly 34 seconds on that shot clock. So we're going to have some discussion here with the refereeing team.
Yeah, so far Shelton was taking 3 shots, none of them three-point area.
Inbounds to Ty Thompson. He's going to challenge, lose the handle on the ball. Got the ball back. Gets it out to Ald. Ald to the side of the paint. Kick it to Ty Thompson. Pull-up jumper just outside of the foul line. Rimmed off. Rebound goes to Bowser. Quickly up it goes to Pinner. Pinner will get it to Landers, and they'll set the offense from the mid-court circle over to Pinner. Pinner drives to the middle, to the foul line. Stops at the elbow and pops and hits. That's an 8-0 lead, Jerry.
We're going to hear a lot tonight from Pinner. He's quite an athlete.
And Jason Kenyon will bring it back up, slowing the pace down. There's Ty Thompson. Hand it off to Ald. Ald sets his feet. Over it goes to Jason Kenyon. Jason's going to back down, kick it to the top to Ald. Ald over to Gall. Gall's going to drive baseline, right to a double team. Avoids Pinner and missed the shot. Rebound goes to Rydell. And here comes Landers. Landers dribbles it over. That's Bowser to Pinner, near side Landers. Trying to get it to the big man, lob it down low, overplayed. And a steal by Ty Thompson. He'll lob it all the way up to Jason Kenyon off the fast break of the layup. Missed the shot but drew the foul. I think they'll get Landers.
That was the second turnover on Capital. Both teams have had 2 so far.
That foul is on the Cougars, taking the line for the
I'm going to put it on Bowser, his first, the personal foul. Getting ready to check in will be Caleb Hitzman and Zach Jonker for the Highclimbers. Jason Kenyon at the free throw line trying to get the Highclimbers on the board, and he does.
And that's a good sign. They've got to hit at least 70% tonight of their foul shots.
So there are the substitutions. Gall and Ald will sit down for Shelton. Jason Kenyon with another free throw. Second one in and out. Rebound pulled down by the, well, that'll go to Bowser. Hand it off to Landers. Swinging near side, that's Pinner. Up top it goes to Erickson. Swing it over to Landers, opposite side. Looking to the baseline, trying to get it down to Rydell. He'll get it to Bowser. Bowser to the foul line. Pull-up jumper. Nothing in there. Just spins it in. That's 4 points for Lucas so far tonight.
Yep.
That's
2 for 3.
Yeah, 9-point lead. And oh boy, a travel. I have 3 turnovers on the Highclimbers.
I have the same. You're correct.
It'll be Cougar ball, sideline inbounds at the end of their bench in the backcourt.
Bowser's having quite a night so far. 2 for 3 from the field and the leading rebounder.
Here's Pinner with the ball near side. High post feed to Rydell. Back to Pinner, open for 3 at the top. Oh boy. Is that Pinner or was it Bowser? That was Pinner, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Hitzman into the corner, gets the ball back. Over to Kenyon. Kenyon working between the circles, going to drive the side of the paint, take a big step, got it rejected out of bounds by Bowser. It'll be Clymer ball, baseline inbounds. Left of the backboard, 23 on the shot clock. Inbounds will go all the way up to Casey Badillo-Brown. Casey get it to Kenyon, and Kenyon will swing it over to Hitzman. Caleb dribbles to the foul line, side of the paint, handed off to Ty Thompson, lost the handle on the ball. Wow.
Another turnover, number 4.
3:02 to go in the first quarter, 13-1. Capital comes to play. Shelton, I think they still got the hangover from going down to Vancouver. And that's a mental hangover, not a literal hangover. Pinner, 3, in. That's 8 points for Pinner already. Casey Badillo-Brown to the hoop, puts it up and in, and the foul. Good 2-man game going with Ty Thompson. So Casey could try to put some
foul
sort of
on Landers, his first.
Okay. Got 3 team fouls on Capital, none on Shelton as of yet. Badillo-Brown missed the free throw, rebound tracked down in the corner by Landers. Hitzman will force him to the middle. To Pinner, over to Erickson. Erickson to the paint on the drive. Out it goes, Bowser for 3, yes! Wow. It's a that's a 16-point lead, largest of the night.
7 points so far for Bowser.
Noah Benson checked into the ball game, last dead ball. Here's Ty Thompson going to work out to Jonker. Jonker for 3 in the opposite corner, yes! Got to get Zach a little more active in the offense.
Well, they've got to make some threes. They've got to draw them out.
Landers speeds up the near side. Down to Rydell. Rydell get it out to Pinner. Pinner missed the 3. He's going to be knocked down. I don't know if that was a hip check or not, but they're going to get Casey Badillo-Brown his first. Just making some notes here, Jerry.
Yeah, that's the first foul on the Highclimbers.
Yeah. Bowser's to the line for 3 free throws. Got the first one. Get 2 more. Alden Gall will get set to come back into the ball game. Badillo-Brown will sit down. Ty Thompson will also get a rest. So the lineup for the Highclimbers: Ald, Benson, Gall, Jonker, and Hitzman. Bowser with another free throw. The third, and he missed the third one. Rebound goes to Benson. He'll get up to Hitzman, and here come the Highclimbers. There's Gall, going to attack the basket, going to go to the hoop unmolested. First basket for Kyler. Bowser with the ball, center of the court. Going to throw it in the corner. I believe that's Landers. Can't really see him. Back to Pinner, actually Bowser. There's Pinner, 3 with Ald in his face, deep in the cup, and missed it. Rebound goes to Gall. Here comes Hitzman. Hitzman down to the box. Jonker out to Ald. Ald for three. No. Rebound pulled down by Erickson. Almost stolen away by Gall, but Kyler's going to get his first personal. 1:05 to go first quarter. It's been a fast first quarter, Jerry.
Yes, it has. Not very many fouls.
As he says.
As I say, yeah.
As he says. They might let him play a little bit early. Second quarter might be a different story.
Right.
Pinner will get the inbounds. And he'll bring it up. Swinging over near side. That's Bowser. Bowser back up top and knocking out of bounds. Will be Hitzman. There was a substitution. Halstead is back. Spencer Halstead checked in. I don't know when he got in there. These dark jerseys make it hard to determine the substitution. Still inbounds it from mid-court.
Well, I'm glad you're calling the game. It makes it a lot easier for me to keep statistics because it is hard to see those numbers. You are absolutely right for Capital.
There's Halstead with the ball. Up top it goes to Bowser. I'm impressed with Bowser so far in this ball game.
Yes, I have.
We know all about Chris Pinner. He's got the ball right now, trying to go. He's going to step back for three. One on the shot clock. Missed the shot. Rebounds tapped by Gall, controlled by Ald. Here comes Caleb Hitzman. Over to Gall. Gall's going to drive to the box, to the hoop, put it up high, missed the shot. Jonker had the rebound, saves it, and he's going to be bumped out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by Pinner. It's getting a little physical down there, Jerry. We're going to see some whistles in the second quarter, I'm sure.
Well, usually you like to start out strong, calling the fouls, instead of starting off soft.
Baseline inbounds. Hitzman will lob it into Gall. Gall for three. That rimmed off. Rebound, Pinner. Pinner will hand it off to Bowser. Bowser's going to pick up some speed. Nope, he's going to hand it off to Pinner. Pinner will bring it across the timeline, center of the court. Going to go to work. Nice spin to the hoop. Comes up short. And there's a whistle. Is it going to be on? Is it going to be Pinner to the line? I think so. That'll be on. I think it's going to go on Zach Jonker. So Pinner's at the free throw line for the first of two free throws, and with 8 points. With 1.4 seconds to go in the half, or in the first quarter, excuse me. Got the first one, I'll get one more. Duncan McDermott will step on for Rydell. That's for Capital. Second free throw goes in for Pinner.
4 for 5 on the foul shooting for Capital.
So we're through with first quarter, 8 minutes, 23-8 is the score after one. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop in for Sunday brunch or call to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Waiting for the start of the second quarter. 23-8, 15-point lead for the Cougars of Capital. They've led by as many as 16 in the first quarter.
Okay, that's the question I was going to ask you.
Highclimbers will start out with the ball, start this quarter.
So far, your leading scorers for Capital are Pinner and Bowser.
I got 10 apiece, don't you? Is that right? 2, 4, 6, no, 9, 10 and 9. Pinner with one more point.
Yeah, Pinner has 10.
Hitzman, Ald, Gall, Jonker, and Benson in there for the Highclimbers. Hitzman with the ball, bounce it over to Gall. Gall to the top of the key, back over to Hitzman, down to Benson. Out it goes 3 for Hitzman. That rimmed off. Rebound pulled down by Pinner. Looks like we got, well, I thought for a moment that they were working with twin towers, but yeah, they are. They got Erickson and McDermott in the ballgame, the Cougars do. Into the corner. That's Halstead.
You know, the key to this game, too, and I saw it the last time that Shelton had the possession. They were playing the in, out, and in and out game. Getting it in, passing it back out for the shot. That's how they're going to work it.
Well, the other part of that, Jerry, is the Cougars, at least that trip down, defensively they were in a zone. So that has another dictation. A substitution, Jonker sits down, Ty Thompson back in there. It'll be Capital ball, inbounds to the big man, right to the hoop, off the glass and in. That was Grant Erickson with the drive up the baseline.
And that is his first basket of the ball game.
He looked like he wanted to dunk that.
yeah, he did.
High post feed to Gall. Gall's going to cook it down to the baseline, and Ty Thompson out to Hitzman. Over to Benson. Benson back up to Hitzman between the circles. Lob it back to Benson. Benson open for 3 from the wing. Nope. Rebound. Gall corrals it, puts it up, missed it, and the ball ping-pongs around. Halstead comes away with it, finds Pinner, and here come the Cougars, leading 25-8. There's Halstead, swinging around. Oh, Bowser 3, no. Rebound goes to Erickson, up fakes, up and in. Oh, the big man's gonna get busy now. That's a 19-point lead. Jerry, the biggest of the night.
And who got the points on that?
That was Erickson.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, he's becoming much more active.
Gall turnaround 3, hits it. That's Kyler's first 3 of the night.
Yeah, that's the second, that's the third 3 of the game for the Highclimbers. Much needed.
Halstead in the corner near side, step back. Throws it up to Pinner, over to Bowser. Bowser to foul line, stops and pops, and they're going to say an offensive or a screen, an illegal screen, I believe. And that'll go on McDermott, his first. Oh, it also goes down as a turnover, Jerry. Hitzman will bring it across the timeline. Bounces it over to Benson, gets it back. Near side now, Ald. High post feed to Gall. Gall dribbles off of the foul line, finds Hitzman. Hitzman trying to lace a pass down to Ty Thompson, is kicked. And a reset of the shot clock.
And that goes back to your definition of a turnover.
The last time,
yeah. I called it a turnover. Yeah.
So did I. Yeah, Hitzman with the ball on the inbounds, over to Gall. Gall back to Hitzman. Into the corner, Benson, wide open 3. Get in there.
Good.
Got to get Noah busy too.
Oh.
All he needs is a couple to get his confidence up.
Yep, exactly.
5:15 to go here in the half. 27-14. Capital with the lead in the ball. Halstead in the corner, can't see him. Throws it up to Bowser, top of the key for 3.
That is his second 3. I have him down for 12 points now.
Yep, looks that way. Here's Hitzman. Looking for the side of the paint. They get it down there. Trying to go to work. Ty Thompson drawing a double team. Trying to back down. Kick it to the top. There's Gall. Gall to the foul line. Finds Benson. Benson with a man in his face for 3. No. Rebound, Ty Thompson. Had it poked out of his hands. They're going to get a foul on, I believe it's going to go on McDermott. If so, that's 2 on him. Looks that way. 2 for Duncan. You've got Rydell, and who else is stepping back in here? Can't see that. 33. Jake Brandsma is checking in for the Cougars, and Gabe Landers will return for Capital. It's Highclimber ball, baseline inbounds. Gall inbounds in the corner to Ald, to Benson, up top to Hitzman. Hitzman gonna call out the play. Gonna dribble way out into that elbow. Oh, Pinner with the pick and the steal. Lays it off softly. Oh, boy.
That's his 12th point.
and all just threw it away. I don't know, that slipped out of Tyler's hand or
I have
what?
that as a 5th turnover.
I got 6. But
You got 6?
I got 6.
It's okay.
Either way, that's too many for this point in the ball game.
It is. Yes, especially this soon in the game.
Landers speeds up the far sidelines, gets it down. Nice 2-man game and an extra pass. Oh boy. Brandsma up and in. Off the loose ball.
Number 10 on that one. Okay.
33. Gall with it at the high post. Gonna drive with a little scoop. Can't get it to fall. Got his own rebound. Kick it out. Hitzman for 3. In and out. Rebound poked free, and Gall comes away with it. Over to Jason Kenyon. Can't get that one to slip in. When did Jason check back in, Jerry? I didn't see Jason come back on the floor, but he's out there. He draws the foul.
That foul is on the Cougars. Heading to the line for the Climbers, number 22, Jason Kenyon.
That went on Bowser, I guess, the personal foul. Jason Kenyon at the free throw line, 1 for 2. Got the first one, they'll get one more.
Entering the game for the Cougars, number 12, Spencer Halstead.
2 for 4 from the free throw line for the Highclimbers.
Halstead returns for the Cougars, and Shelton's Jason Kenyon second free throw, that goes in. Give him 3 points, all from the free throw line.
Yep.
Ald will check you back in. It'll get Caleb Hitzman. So 3:38 to go in the half, 34-16. Cougars with the lead in the ball. Landers is going to be met in backcourt by Kenyon. There's Halstead to Pinner. Back to Landers. Down it goes to Rydell. Rydell, nice spin move, leaves it to the foul line. And a steal by Jason Kenyon. He's going to go one-on-one to Landers, up and in the foul. Off the steal, too. That's pretty impressive.
Well, that sounds like the game that we watched up at Auburn Riverside, where he got a key steal and then went all the way for a layup.
And if you notice, Jerry, he was shielding the defender the whole way. And if you're behind and you're being shielded, there's no point in trying to block the shot. You're just going to get called with the foul. That's what happened. And Landers did pick up his second personal. Jason's free throw goes in.
So he's 4 for 5, much better tonight from the foul line.
Halstead up the far side. And a travel on Landers somehow. I don't know. I didn't see it, but, you know.
I have that as a 5th turnover.
Yep.
And you have 6 for the Highclimbers?
I do have 6 for the Highclimbers.
We'll make you the official then.
It's not that official, Jerry.
Okay.
Here comes Jason Kenyon. To the three-point arc, find a little bit of a crease. Back to Ty Thompson. Pull-up jumper for Ty. That's short. Rebound pulled down by Halstead, I believe. Nope, that's Landers. Got similar hairstyles, Jerry. There's Pinner. Gonna bounce it. That's Brandsma. Hands off to Pinner. Pinner around the corner to Halstead. Pull-up jumper inside the arc. Missed the shot. Rebound Benson. Up to Kenyon. Here come the Highclimbers. Ooh, Jason slipped, finds Benson cutting to the bucket, shuffles one up there, missed the shot. Rebound goes to Brandsma. Here come the Cougars. Halstead trying to get a pass to Rydell in the corner, poked out of bounds. Actually lost out of bounds. We'll stay with the Cougars. Let's see.
Well, we have Erickson back in.
And Bowser comes back in for Capital as well. We have a timeout on the court. 2:15 to go in the half.
Here's a quick quiz to get quick help when you call 911. Should you answer all operators' questions about your emergency and location? Should you stay on the line? Should you listen to information about how to help yourself? 911 gets thousands of calls each day. Operators are trained to ask questions so the right type of help is sent to each emergency. Always answer questions and listen to instructions. Never hang up. Help 911 help you.
2:15 to go in the half. 34-19 is our score. Capital with the lead in the ball coming out of the timeout. Baseline inbounds. Right of the backboard. Landers will trigger the play. He's got Rydell and Erickson right in front of him. Looking for Pinner. Hooked in the middle. Steal by Kenyon. That's his second in the ball game. Quickly up it goes to Auld. Auld back to Gall. Gall, boy, he just slipped that foot trying to stop. Jerry.
Yep.
That's 7 turnovers on Shelton.
And 6 for Capital.
You're right. I didn't mark that one down. Just occurred. I didn't have a chance. Pinner will cross the timeline on the dribble to the three-point arc. Trying to get by Benson. Hesitates. Stutter step. Try to lace it in. Another turnover. Ty Thompson with the steal. Up to Auld. Auld's going to go to the hoop with one hand and score. You know, Tyler, if he was taller, he'd be dunking every time. I just know it.
Well, he kind of almost lost control of it, then recovered it and made the layup. That was interesting.
Lucas. Oh, nice backdoor to Pinner. Pinner up and in. Wow. Minute 25 to go here in the half. 36-21.
Pinner's the leading scorer with 14 points.
Benson to Kenyon. Kenyon to the baseline to Ty Thompson. It's going to go right to the hoop. Nope, he tried to scoop it off the body of somebody else who went right back to him. Ty with 3 in the corner. Yes. Maybe that'll get Ty a little bit busier.
Get him going. I think that's his first 2 points in the ball game.
Yep. 21 for Shelton, 36 for Capital. The Cougars have the ball. Pinner handed off to that's Landers. Now there's Bowser over there guarded, trying to get by Auld. Bounce it up to Landers. Landers, the foul line side of the paint, stops, try to lace a pass down, gets down, and that's Erickson stripped by Kenyon and recovered by Thompson.
Turnover.
Here comes Jason Kenyon to the hoop with a double head bumper and the score. Oh, he's looking for another whistle on that. Jason's having a good half now. Should have, say, a good quarter. 10-point lead for the Cougars now. Approaching 20 seconds to go here in the half. Pinner will hold. Got everybody else down on the
Well, Kenyon's taking it over for Thompson and taking it to the hoop.
There's Pinner, stops and pops for 3. Nope, we got a whistle under the basket. I think that's going to go on the Highclimbers. Nope, it'll go on the Cougars. And it's 17 fouls, Jerry. I didn't note that on the Cougars. So that foul will send a Highclimber to the line.
And they got it on 55. Erickson, his second.
That foul is on the Cougars. Heading to the line for the Climbers, number 42, Tyler Gall.
Tyler Gall will go to the line for the first of a 1-and-1. And it's almost essential to, in a game like this, to hit free throws.
Yes.
Got the first one. We'll get one more. Got them both.
Well, 6 for 8, 75%. That's good.
Bowser from midcourt. That comes up way short. So we head to halftime. Cougars up 36-28 on the Shelton Highclimbers in the Mini Dome tonight. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the Maple Glen Senior Living halftime show here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
I can see.
Hold on a second.
You're fine there.
They are coached by Sarah Jenkins.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only media outlet in Mason County providing live broadcasts of high school basketball. Join us next Wednesday as the Shelton girls host Central Kitsap in the South Sound Conference Battle. Tip-off in the Mini Dome is 7 p.m., only on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, from craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions. This award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop in for Sunday brunch or call to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only media outlet in Mason County providing live broadcasts of high school basketball, and sponsorships are available. Advertise your business, promote an event, let everyone know you support our student athletes. Contact Mason Web TV right now for advertising options.
Halftime here at the Mini Dome. See the Shelton dance team performing at halftime. The Capital Cougars leading the Shelton Highclimbers 36-28. They did it behind the leading the way. Chris Pinner has 14 points. Lucas Bowser with a dozen. 4 for Grant Erickson. 2 apiece for Gabe Landers, Jake Brandsma, and Brandon Rydell. For the Highclimbers are being led by Jason Kenyons, 8 points. Kyler Gall has 7. 3 for Zach Jonker, 3 for Ty Thompson, 2 for Casey Badillo Brown, and 2 for Tyler Auld. Gonna let Jerry do some more figuring, unless you're ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
All right, well, what do you got there other than scoring?
Okay, thank you, Diedrich. First, for the Highclimbers, they have 8 turnovers. From the field, they are 12 for 27, which means they're shooting at a 45% level. One of the things I mentioned before the game, they've got to make their 3-pointers. And they're 4 for 9 from the 3-point area, which is not bad. Anything, I think, over 33, 35% is pretty darn good from the 3-point area. But they've got to make, I'd like to see them increase that if they could. That way, that would be a big help. I like to, especially like to see Auld light it up a little bit more. We have some really good 3-point shooters in Auld, in Benson. And we haven't seen Casey shoot yet from the 3-point area.
You mentioned Benson. I forgot he got a 3. So yeah, he's got 3 points.
And Gall has a 3-pointer.
Right.
I like what they're doing from the foul line, especially when they are in a 1-on-1 situation. They made both those. One of the things I want to say before I go to Capital, because Capital is so tall, we're looking at 6'6", 6'7",
6'8", yeah.
6'8". What's happening is Ty Thompson is not getting his usual inside shots. He's not getting those attempts. But
that
Jason
opens up.
Kenyon is taking over a little bit, playing some magic tonight. And I love that steal he made and for the basket and how he protected the ball when he went up.
Right, and he had he said 2 steals, if my memory serves.
Yes.
Jason does.
Now,
Capital.
For Capital.
Capital.
All right, here we go.
Got to get to the right page.
Yeah, we got the right page.
I gave him so much paper he has to dig way through to do his stats. If he could only see. I don't want to bring a camera in.
I know it. We'd have it made if I could see. Well, Capital is 15 for 23 from the field. They are 5 for 10 from the 3-point area. when you are 15 for 23 from the field, that is 65%.
Wow.
That is amazing. Now, they are also leading in the rebounding. Obviously, Shelton's not having a good night at the rebounding. So the other thing is turnovers are pretty even. Capital has 7 turnovers, and they're 4 for 5 from the free throw line. Just a couple off the wall conversations. It's really nice on a Friday night especially, and I think that helps the crowd a little bit to have the high school band here for the first time.
Right.
And that's really exciting. And yes, we do have a nice crowd tonight.
I'm going to say it's pretty much
good to see.
If you look at just the student body, there's obviously more Shelton student body here, but overall, I think we're pretty much 50-50 here in the crowd for Capital and Shelton.
And it looks like a lot of adults. It's a good sign. I want to see this gym fill up. And you know, even though we've had a fairly tough first half, overall the Highclimbers have played very well this season, and they deserve a good crowd.
They did, and they're doing it right. They're learning as they're going and building on what they learn each time. Just wanted to note how you're talking about right now. It's a 36-28 game. Highclimbers were down 19.
Yes, so look at that.
Early in the second quarter, and they pulled it within this 8 points.
Right.
And the other thing to note, that 8 points, the Cougars started with an 8-0 run.
Yes.
And I'm thinking this is the difference here. If Shelton had gotten it in gear from the get-go, from the tip-off, we'd have a different ball game.
Yeah.
Now let's see if they can maintain the intensity coming out. You can see them coming out.
Cutting it down from what, a 17-point lead?
19.
19-point lead down to 8. Great. They had a good second quarter.
They had a great. Let's see here. Well, they outscored them 20-13.
And I'm going to have to give for the first half my player of the game. I think you know who I'm going to give it
Jason
to.
Kenyon.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to talk some more about that. We got a third quarter to come out here. The Shelton is out on the court. Capital not yet. We'll be back with the third quarter and more from the Mini Dome on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
There's always something happening in Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. The new year is upon us, and time for resolutions. Stop by Maple Glen on January 15th to realize your dreams and goals by making a visioning board for 2019. If you're interested in making unique gifts, on January 22nd, you can learn how to decorate ceramic tiles. For more information, call Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Waiting for the start of the third quarter. 36-28, the Cougars will start out with the ball. They have Pinner, Landers, Erickson, Bowser, and I'm trying to see who that is. That's Riddle. For the Highclimbers, it's Ald, Kenyon, Gall, Badillo Brown, and Thompson. So Pinner will inbounds it in front of us, below the crowd at midcourt. We changed directions. So the Cougars are going to be going to, well, the right, right to left. Throws it in back court to Landers. Kenyon will shadow him coming across the timeline. Throws it over to Pinner. Pinner trying to jab step, getting by. I'll throw it over to Landers, actually. And back to Pinner. Pinner to the top of the key. Hands it off to Bowser. Bowser to the foul line. Dribble penetrates. Stripped of the ball, or tried to strip in the ball, is Jason Kenyon. I think you're going to get Jason with a hand there. That'll be the first whistle in the half and first foul on Jason. Baseline inbounds for the Cougars. Looks like Pinner will trigger it. from the left of the backboard. It goes to Landers. Back to the corner. Pinner turns around and hits a 3. 17 points for Chris tonight. It's an 11-point lead for the Cougars. Highclimbers their first possession. There's Ty Thompson, hand off to Ald, way outside, top of the key for 3, no. Rebound pulled down by the Cougars. I think that's Landers. Landers has got a guy stolen away by Kenyon. Kenyon is going to push it the other way. Taking a foul on the Cougars on Jason Kenyon's big jump stop in the middle.
That's the third one. Bowser.
Bowser, okay. All I saw was a 2. Couldn't figure that out. Baseline inbounds to Gall. Catch and shoot for 3, in and out. Rebound pulled down by Rydell. Handed off to Pinner, and the Cougars will control the pace. Pinner works it over to the left. There's Bowser. To Erickson up top. Near side, there's Pinner. Pinner's got Ald on him. Finds Landers opposite side. It's a nice little pass down low. Rydell comes up short, got his own rebound, puts it up and in. That's only the second basket for Brandon.
That's a very nice pass.
Near side, Gall with it. Turn the corner, stop. Get it to Jason Kenyon. Kenyon will try to set the play. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Ty Thompson to the elbow, works to the baseline, shuffles into the corner, up it goes to Ald. Over to Gall. Gall drives to the baseline, or to the, the foul line. Out it goes to Ty Thompson. Pull-up jumper blocked out of bounds by Rydell. The baseline inbounds for the Cougars. Oh, they're going to get a foul. I didn't see that.
Foul is on the Cougars. Heading to the line for the Highclimbers, number 10.
That'll go on, is it Rydell? Rydell with his first. Second team foul. Now Ty Thompson's at the free throw line. First time tonight. Drops that one in. Boy, that hung on there for almost ever. For like 2 seconds, Jerry, before it dropped in.
I noticed a lot of times we were talking about the last game where he was short on his foul shots.
Second free throw, that's short. Rebound pulled down by Pinner. Pinner handed off to Landers, and here come the Cougars. Leading by 12. Over goes to Bowser. Looking for the high post, gets it down to Rydell. Backdoor cutter, that's Pinner. Pinner, nice little move to the elbow with a jumper. That's a little off. Rebound goes to Kenyon. Jason looks the floor over, throws it all the way up to Ty Thompson. He's going to attack the hoop with a double pump. Missed the shot, came up short. Reason for that, Brandon Rydell is on his arm, Jerry. Should be his second personal foul. Third on the Cougars.
That is correct.
As a team.
That foul is on the Cougars. Heading to the line.
And Ty Thompson back at the free throw line.
Got to make the foul shots here.
In and out on the first one. We'll get one more. Second one is short. Pinner pulls down the rebound. I'll get it to Landers. Landers will hand it off to Bowser. Bowser skips around to the foul line. Nobody stopped ball. He'll hook one up all the way around and in. Bowser with 14 points. Comes Ty Thompson to the paint. Out to Ald. Tyler had it poked from behind out of bounds. Should stay with the Highclimbers. Something to note, Jerry, talking about the refereeing team. This one's different than the one that did the JV game.
Yes.
Usually they do at least 2 games. This is a fresh crew. They were hanging out in the stands watching the JV game. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Kenyon's got to throw it in. He'll lob it all the way into back court. Casey Badillo-Brown with a nice catch. Throws it back to Jason. Kenyon will set it. Center of the court to Gall. Fakes the 3, throws over to Ty Thompson, and then there's going to get Pinner
Looks
with
like
a foul.
A foul on Pinner.
Yeah. A little push in the back. His first, though. Surprisingly, there's been a lot of whistles on the Cougars in this game, Jerry.
Yeah.
They had 8 in the first half, and
hopefully
they have 4.
Hopefully we can get into the shooting 2
early
in the next quarter, hopefully.
We'll see. Inbounds goes from the sidelines to the backcourt to Jason Kenyon. Kenyon works way outside. There's Gall with it. Down to the box, over through Badillo Brown. Wow.
First turnover for the Highclimbers this half.
Yeah. 9 for the game. Under 5 minutes to go here, third quarter, 43-29. Cougars with the lead in the ball. Pinner with it in backcourt. Student body's been on their feet for both sides the entire game, Jerry. Makes it hard. Both sides, as I said. Oh, Bowser with 3. Just came up short. Ty Thompson catches it, and he's on the run. Here he's going to go right to the hoop. Oh, but partially blocked and recovered by Erickson. Out to Bowser. Bowser weaving his way around, throws it down to Erickson. A little too high for him to catch, and here comes Ald to Ty Thompson. One hands it to Jason Kenyon. Back over to Ty. Ty's going to go baseline to the hoop. Reverse layup. Missed it, but drew the foul. And that'll be on Rydell. It's his third. So Ty Thompson's got to hit his free throws. There's key, Jerry.
Yes, it definitely is. As he's going to be taking to the hoop a lot.
1 for 4 so far tonight. He only has 4 points. Of course, he is a second half player. Nothing but net on that first one. Free throw, that is. 4:20 to go, third quarter. 13-point lead for the Cougars. Shelton's Ty Thompson trying to cut that a little bit more. Cut into it a little bit more. Got the second one.
Good. 3 for 6 from the foul line, and that is his 5th point.
Actually 6, Jerry, not to correct you.
Well, let's see.
He get a 3 in the.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
In the first.
Sorry about
half.
that.
Baseline to Rydell. Nice backdoor cut. Landers can't finish on the scoop. Rebound poked out. Erickson steals it away, puts it on the floor, goes right to the hoop. It missed it a little too hard. They're going to get a late whistle on that. I swear, Erickson goes in there with authority, and he's going to dunk it every time, Jerry. He just looks like he's going to dunk. And they got Jason Kenyon with his second personal. Second team foul. Or his first team foul. Nope, second team foul. It's right the first time. Erickson at the free throw line. This is his first trip to the free throw line. He's 4 points tonight. When I was getting starting lineups, folks, go to the coach and say, who are your starters? He goes down my list. He goes, you don't have a number 55 on there. And Grant hit the first free throw, get one more. Noah Benson checks in for Shelton. Second free throw.
He's 2 for 2 from the foul line.
Oh, we have a 30-second timeout. We'll take it. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only media outlet in Mason County providing live broadcasts of high school basketball. Join us next Wednesday as the Shelton girls host Central Kitsap in the South Sound Conference Battle. Tip-off in the Mini Dome is 7 p.m., only on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Now we're back here at the Mini Dome.
And I have that as the first timeout
45-31.
of the half, and I believe that timeout, 30-second timeout, was on the show.
Okay.
So their first timeout of this half.
It'll be Highclimber ball coming out of the timeout. Under 4 minutes to go here, third quarter. Jason Kenyon to slow the pace down. He's going to walk the ball up the court. Ty Thompson with it between the circles. Near side down to Noah Benson. Trying to get it down to Badillo Brown. Finds it. Turnaround jumper for Casey. Falls off. Rebound pulled down by Pinner. He'll get it to Landers, and here come the Cougars. Down it goes, overplayed. Trying to get it to Rydell. It's going to be a foul on the Highclimbers before any kind of shot. I think it'll go on Ty Thompson.
I think it will.
Yep.
Yeah, he was on his back there a little bit.
That'll be Ty's first. Third team foul.
Entering the game for the Climbers, number 23, Caleb Hitzman.
Caleb Hitzman will step onto the court for Shelton, replacing Casey Badillo Brown. Pinner on the inbounds, gets a handoff, took the three, came up short, fell down, no whistle. Highclimbers get the rebound.
Yeah,
Benson
Ty
has
Thompson,
it. Here comes Ty Thompson to the hoop. He's going to leave it for Caleb Hitzman. He'll put it up over the trees. Late whistle there, too. Caleb was just waiting for somebody to climb up on his back and just forced one up there, Jerry.
Yeah. Well, he wanted to draw that foul.
A little bit late. This is the 6th team foul on the Cougars, Jerry. And a personal win on Rydell. That's 4 on him.
I'm sure they're going to have a substitute.
Yeah, they've got one up as Caleb was short on the first one.
Entering the game for the Climbers, number 0, Zach Jonker.
Jonker comes back on into the court for the Highclimbers. Bransman returns for the Cougars. So Caleb has another free throw. Short on both of them. Rebound pulled down by Erickson.
6 for 10 so far from the foul line for the Highclimbers.
Pinner with it, far side. Up top it goes to Bransma. Near side now Landers looking for Erickson. Gets it down to Erickson. Going to turn around on the hook. Comes up short. Got his own rebound. Lost it to Jonker. Good play by Zach.
Yes.
And here comes Jason Kenyon. Scowie scanning the floor. Jason is to the foul line. Leaves it for Hitzman. Back to Kenyon. Kenyon steps back. Resets the play. Near side Gall. Gall to the center of the court. Side of the paint. Now to Benson. Now here's Hitzman. Hitzman side of the paint. Kick it into the corner. I'm assuming that's Jason Kenyon. Kenyon to the paint. Going to scoop it down to Jonker. Reverse layup. Slips one in. That's Jonker's 5th point tonight.
Yeah, he's got a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer.
Here comes Pinner. Chris.
Nice assist.
Hands it off to Bowser. Bowser over to Bransma. And now there's Landers. Landers over to Bowser. Way outside for 3 at the top. Comes up short. Rebound Jason Kenyon. Had to avoid the lunging Bransma. Lets the pack go by, and here he comes. Near side Gall to Benson. Benson puts it on the floor. Finds Hitzman on the baseline. Nice move by Caleb. Drew the foul, but it'll be before the shot. Baseline inbounds. However, we're in the bonus now. That's a 17 foul.
And Caleb is doing a good job of drawing those fouls.
He's got to hit his free throws, though.
Yep.
He's going to get the first of a 1-and-1. 45-33 is our score. 1:55 to go here, third quarter. Capital on top, and Shelton's Caleb Hitzman trying to cut into that lead. The front end of a 1-and-1. He got the first one.
1 for 3.
Get one more. Got the second one. Give him 2 points, and it's a 10-point lead for Capital. It's Pinner with it. Swings it over to Landers, near side. Hand it off to Bowser to the top. Now we know he'll shoot. There's Pinner. Pinner will also shoot. There's 2 shooters on the floor. That's tough to defend. There's Landers. He's left alone for 3 at the top. That one rimmed off. Erickson rips away the rebound. Out to Bowser. Bowser will take a 3 at the elbow. No. Rebound Erickson again. On the baseline. Draws the double team. Finds Landers up top. He'll drive side of the paint to the hoop with a scoop. 4 points for Gabe. And it's a 12-point lead again for the Cougars. There's Caleb Hitzman. Bounce it down. Turnover on the Highclimbers. I've got 10, Jerry. Only 2 and a half.
Yeah, 2 this half. Well, it'd be nice a goal for the Highclimbers and try to get it back down to 8 points, which was the Highclimber lead.
Not when you do that with a nice backdoor cut to Pinner. Chris lays it up and in. Kenyon away, trying to clear out that side. Throws it up top to Hitzman.
17 points for Pinner.
Yeah, I think so. Here's Gall to the hoop, puts it up. Oh, a little too hard. Rebound Erickson with authority over a lunging Caleb. That's Jason Kenyon. And here comes Chris Pinner. 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Hands it off to Landers. Landers goes to the opposite side, hands it off to Bowser. It's about a 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Now you got it in Pinner's hands. Back to Landers. Landers going to go one-on-one. Hand it off to Pinner. Catch and shoot for 3. Oh, it's just short. Erickson saves it inbounds, and that'll do the quarter, however. Wait a minute. Is that the quarter or?
No, they still got 1.1 seconds according to the score clock.
Oh, it's a shot clock violation. That's why they stopped it. So Ald and Thompson step back on for the Highclimbers. They have just over a second to go here in the third quarter. Not a whole lot of time to do. They're going to say it's a shot clock violation, and that's what stopped the clock on the Cougars. Unfortunately, I think that would actually go down as a turnover, Jerry. Even with
It does.
Yeah.
It does go over as a turnover, yeah.
Oh, they're going to put 1.3 seconds on the clock. Give a little bit more time. Benson will inbounds it to Ald. Ald will launch it about 3/4 of the court. Ooh, hit the rim. That's pretty impressive. Didn't fall in, but we head to the fourth quarter. Capital up 49-35. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
First time I tried biking, and it was laying around my mom's house. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
I lost my mother to a drunk driver. She taught me to be kind and good and strong. Be a positive force in a sometimes cruel world. I want to do everything I can to keep Washington a beautiful place. For my children, for your children. Become a Washington State Trooper.
Oh, well, the Highclimbers will start out with the ball here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Highclimbers were only 8 points behind at half, and Capital outscored them by 6 in the third quarter, so we have a 14-point lead now.
16.
16. Well, that's even worse.
That's even worse, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the clock and doing the math.
Well, I was right. 14-point lead, yeah. So that's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you.
You're right. I'm wrong.
For once.
For once, it's about 3 times. Benson bobbles the pass across court, finds Ald. Ald fakes the 3, gets it to Thompson on the side of the paint. Step back and puts one up and in. How did Ty get that to fall in there, Jerry?
Well, that reminds me of the old Ty inside. Maybe this is going to set an omen for him to keep hitting the inside ones.
Pinner with the ball near side.
Maybe he's figured out the arm reach of the Capital High School.
Bowser
Cougars.
trying to answer for 3. That's an air ball. Transma with the rebound. There's Landers pull-up jumper at the foul line. No rebound. Tap down to the baseline. Nice shuffle pass to Erickson up and in. Grant has 8 points now. Now it's back to that 14-point lead that I mistakenly did the wrong math. Ty Thompson, a little move and a fadeaway on the baseline. 10 points for Ty.
He's warming up.
I got to get a defensive stop if you want to stay in this game. Pinner with it way outside to Brandsma. Near side now, Bowser. That's the guy to stop right there. Finds Pinner. Pinner side of the paint. Nice steps out to Landers. Landers is going to reset with 12 on the shot clock. Lob it down to Erickson. Going to back down on Jonker to the foul line. There's Brandsma. Leave it for Erickson. Stolen away by Jason Kenyon. That's 3 steals. Jason's going to go coast to coast. Lost the handle of the ball. Landers comes away with it. He loses it. Gets it right back. Landers is going to take possession. Approaching 6 minutes to go here in the ball game. Pinner will set the play. Gets a screen from Erickson. Doesn't get the pick and roll. Finds Landers in the corner on the far side to take the 3. A little set shot. That goes in. Nothing but net. 7 points for Gabe.
For Landers? Okay.
Yep. 54-39. Capital with the lead. Shelton with the ball. Jason Kenyon driving baseline. Stops. Kick it out to Jonker to Ald. Near side into the corner. 3 on the way by Ty. That goes in.
3 points.
Pinner with it. in the front court. Gets a screen from Erickson. Doesn't really develop. Finds Bowser. Bowser one-on-one. Going to go right to the hoop. Puts it up. Misses shot. And what do we have? I think they're going to get Ty Thompson with a foul somewhere away from the ball. Yeah, that's 2 on Ty. 4th team foul. Bowser's at the free throw line. I have him down for 14 points, Jerry, and 2 for 3 at the free throw line. I didn't realize he's a lefty. Got the first one, will get another one. Kyler Gall will step on. Zach Jonker will sit down for Shelton. Got Ty Thompson, Kyler Gall, Noah Benson, Tyler Alden, Jason Kenyon on the court for the Highclimbers. Bransma, Erickson, Bowser, Landers, and Pinner on the court for the Cougars. Second free throw goes in.
And Bowser's 4 for 5 from the free throw line.
Ty Thompson trying to go to work. He's going to draw a foul. That's 1 and 1. 18 fouls. Didn't see who. That is. That's 4 on Grant.
Fourth one on
Grant, yeah, or Grant Erickson. Excuse me. So Ty Thompson back to work at the free throw line. Made the first one. He'll get one more.
Well, I think Thompson, Ty is figuring out what to do inside. He's changing his delivery to the inside.
Second free throw, nothing but net.
In other words, he's made a nice adjustment.
He has 9 points in the quarter, 15 for the game. Back to a 12-point lead for the Cougars. Pinner's going to bring it up, guarded by Noah Benson. Working the far side, hand it off to Landers, set the play. Dribble over, try to throw it down low. I think that went off of Jason's leg out of bounds. It's hard to see when you have fans on both sides standing up.
I believe you're right, because he was in that area.
Sideline inbounds. Landers will trigger the play. Near the corner. Gets it into Bowser. Bowser up top to Pinner. Pinner will step back, find ball. Bowser. There's Chris Pinner with the ball. 4.5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Pinner's going to go right to the hoop, put it up. Spins it in. Jason Kenyon skips up across the midcourt, top the key, foul line, side of the paint, stops, challenges Bowser. She's got to kick it out. Benson for 3 in the corner. Yep. Or the wing for Noah, his second 3 in the ball game.
And we know that Benson can light it up.
When he feels it, he's got to be out there to start hitting them.
Yeah.
Quick passes. There's Bowser, far side, guarded by Ald. Over goes to Landers. Landers top the key. He's going to drive to the hoop. Stop, kick it out. Bransma, elbow jumper goes in. And 4 points for Jake. Jason Kenyon trying to go coast to coast, draws the foul.
Who was that last basket on? Bransman?
Bransma, 33.
Thank you.
Personal foul went on Bowser. That's 4 on Lucas. And Jason Kenyon's at the free throw line for, and it's still 1 and 1. Got the front end. Well, I'm sorry, it's not 1 and 1, it's 2 shots. We do have a timeout on the floor. 60-48, 3:38 to go in the ball game.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. The new year is upon us and time for resolutions. Let Maple Glen help. On January 15th, you can realize your dreams and goals by making a visioning board for 2019. Join our residents from 6 to 7:30 for all the fun of planning for the future. For more information, call Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Jason Kenyon has the second of his 2 free throws coming out of the timeout, trying to cut into this 12-point Cougar lead. Second free throw rimmed off, rebound Pinner.
That was the second timeout for the Highclimbers. You're allotted 3 per half.
Pinner with it, guarded by Benson. Up top it goes to Brandsma, near side. Now there's Erickson. Erickson's going to drive on Gall, cut off, kick it out to Landers. Landers fakes the 3, hands it off to Pinner, and Pinner will go to midcourt and reset with 8 on the shot clock. He's going to lower it down to the baseline. That's Brandsma. Brandsma with a jumper. Jason Kenyon, top of the key for the Highclimbers. Going to go one-on-one, stops in the paint, hands it off to Benson, lost the handle. Erickson comes away with it, and here comes Landers. Hand it off to Pinner. Swing it over Brandsma. Working that far side with Landers. Landers is going to drive, hand it off to Brandsma. Lost the handle, and Ty Thompson's got it for the Highclimbers. Going to bounce it down to Kenyon to the hoop. Whoa, a little too hard. Erickson with a rebound. And Landers comes away with it. Gets it to Pinner, and Pinner just slowly jogs up the court. No big hurry here. 2:15 to go here in the ball game. His team up 62-48. Landers with it, down to Erickson. Erickson backs down on Gall, cuts to the hoop. Lay it up and in. Erickson has 10 points.
Yeah, he's 5 for 6 from the field. Well, he doesn't miss. His shots are right inside there.
Kenyon.
5-foot area.
To Ty Thompson, to Ald. Ald stops, kick it to Kenyon. Kenyon looking for Ty Thompson, gets Ty Thompson side of the paint. Pinner's going to bump and foul Ty. Ty is going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots as Cougars are at 10 team fouls.
And I believe that's the second one on Pinner.
It is. Well, the scorers has 1 on Pinner, but I know he had one earlier.
Yeah, he did.
So Ty Thompson at the free throw line. 2 shots. Missed the first one. Get 1 more. He's got 15 points in the ball game, Jerry. Ty short on the second one. The rebound, Bowser comes away with it. Hand it off to Pinner, and the Cougars are just going to walk up the ball. Take their time. There's Bowser. Going to stop at the side of the paint, put it off the glass. No. Rebound, Erickson. Stripped of the ball by Gall. Goes to Kenyon. Here come the Highclimbers. Kenyon going to turn around because there was 2 on 4. Nope, he's going to turn around again. Stop side of the paint. Needs somebody to throw it to. Finds Gall. Gall to the foul line. Steps back. Inside the three-point arc. Hit the jumper. 9 points for Kyler. And a 105 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. He was inside that three-point area.
Landers hands it off to Brandsma, now to Pinner. 20 on the shot clock. And there's Bowser to Landers.
They're just kind of slowing it down.
Oh, they're going to work it down. Pinner with the ball at the 8 on the shot clock. You're going to see something magic here. He'll step back at the foul line, hit a jumper. Got him down for 18 points, Jerry.
Yep.
16-point lead. There's Ty Thompson to the hoop, lay it off the glass and in.
Nice job, Thompson. That is his 17th point.
I have to do some quick little addition. Erickson will get it to Brandsma. No, it's Bowser.
Now they're just going to hold on to it.
And we have a foul away from the ball. I think it's going to go on Noah Benson. Is that right? Nope, that on Ty Thompson. That's his third. 15 seconds to go in the game.
And they'll just run the clock out.
Yeah, Bowser inbounds it into backcourt to Landers. Steps across midcourt. This game pretty much in the bag for the Cougars. And the final 66-52. Slow start for the Highclimbers. Kind of did them in, Jerry. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back, and we'll wrap this thing up. The Cougars come into the Mini Dome, knock off the Highclimbers 66-52. We'll be right back.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit keeptheconnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only media outlet in Mason County providing live broadcasts of high school basketball, and sponsorships are available. Advertise your business, promote an event, let everyone know you support our student athletes. Contact Mason Web TV right now for advertising options.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right? Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy. I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
There is always something happening in Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. If you're interested in making a unique gift, stop by Maple Glen on the evening of January 22nd. You can join our residents and learn how to decorate ceramic tiles. This fun class to create one-of-a-kind gifts starts at 6. For more information, call Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Well, it's a final here in the Mini Dome. Capital Cougars knock off the Shelton Highclimbers tonight. South Sound Conference action, 66-52. The Cougars were led by Chris Pinner's 23 points. Lucas Bowser finished with 16. 10 for Grant Erickson. 7 for Gabe Landers. 6 for Jake Brandsma. 4 for Brandon Rydell. For the Highclimbers, Ty Thompson finished with 17 points to lead the Shelton in the losing effort. 9 for Jason Kenyon, 9 for Kyler Gall, 6 for Noah Benson, 5 for Zach Jonker, basket for Tyler Ald, 2 free throws for Caleb Hitzman, and a basket for Casey Badillo Brown. Jerry, you're still doing your math there, I see. Well, the Highclimbers couldn't overcome an 8-point first quarter, fell behind by 19. Were able to cut that to 8 at the half, and never really got any closer to that throughout the game. Just kind of, Cougars just held them off to hitting 10 points, I think was the closest they got after that 8-point cushion.
8 points
yeah,
at halftime?
At halftime.
And like you said, we started off 8 points to the hole
right
in the first quarter.
And then the Cougars just turned on the Jets after that, after the Highclimbers couldn't catch up. What do you have in all those sheets that I give you, Jerry, to write on?
Sure. Why it takes me so long is I have to add the first half statistics
to
the
second
half statistics, and I think I have it right. Well,
it's all right.
Here we go. Capital, I have down for them 11 turnovers.
I would agree with you there.
Okay. They were 8 for 9 from the foul line. That's pretty darn good.
Yeah, but 9 is not a lot of times at the free throw line. So
well, Shelton did not create a lot of fouls.
That's very true.
And that's one of the reasons why this game went fairly quickly.
Right. I've got the high climbers. I have 7 personal fouls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 personal fouls on the high climbers.
Yeah.
And the Cougars had 2 players with 4 fouls each at the end.
Yep.
So I'm sorry. 3 players with 4 fouls
so,
each.
Again, Capital had 8 for 9 from the foul line. We had 11 turnovers. And here's an interesting fact. In looking at this, Capital overall was 32 for 50 from the
field.
From shooting, 32 for 50. That adds up to 64%. That's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you why. You look at their inside the three-point area, inside the basket, inside by the hoop. You take somebody like Erickson, who had he had 5 for 7 inside the 5-7-point area, foot area. So he was an indication of how they shot, and so he was 5 for 7. But to shoot 32 for 50 from the field, that's darn good. That's 64%. Now looking at Shelton, they were 19 for 44, and that adds up to 43%. That's not bad.
No.
That's pretty good. What kind of hurt them? A lot. And what was the final score?
66-52.
14 points, huh?
Yep.
Like I mentioned, they needed to shoot really well from the three-point area tonight to open up the inside, and they needed to shoot a lot better from the foul line. I have them down for only 12 turnovers. I don't know what you have them down for.
Yeah, that's
okay.
That's pretty
close.
Pretty close, pretty average for the high climber team.
Yeah.
Get right around 10, 12.
Yeah,
turnovers.
they were 14 for 24 from the free throw line. That's 10 missed shots. That's about 54, 55%.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, about 55%. Got to be a little bit better. That could have got the score down a little bit more. Turnovers wasn't too bad. Ty Thompson warmed up in that second half. What did you have down for him as far as total?
For scoring for Ty, 17.
Yeah. And if you look
14
at that,
of those in the second half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was starting to feel the rhythm. He was starting to figure out how to get inside and shoot. And he made a couple nice 2-pointers, and I think he made 1 3-pointer.
1 3, yeah.
Yeah. And he was the leading scorer, right? Okay.
Right.
You know, it's a toss-up tonight who my player of the game is. You know, Jason Kenyon does a good job out there being the floor general.
Right.
First half, he felt like he had to take it to the hoop a little bit more until Ty was able to figure it out in the second half.
Well, I remember Jason had 3 steals at least.
Yeah.
At least 3 steals.
And converted 2 of those into layups.
Right, and finished with 9 points. He was, let's see, from free throw line, he missed 2 free throws, so that's not terrible for Jason. But as you mentioned, the missed free throws down the stretch really, when you get the gift to shoot without anybody in your face, And I know I was a horrible free throw shooter, I gotta tell you. But, you know, when you have that opportunity, you just have to put them. You have to make them.
You do. You know,
it's free points is what it is. That's why they call it a free throw.
Yeah.
And to miss as they did.
Yeah, that hurt them.
That hurt them.
Not too bad on the turnovers. And, you know, I thought they did fairly well from the field. They were 6 for 14 from the three-point area. And I think that brings up the story. If they could have made 2 or 3 more of those, I think that would have helped. But we're always talking about ifs and maybes and things like that. But we know that Ald has had better nights from the three-point area.
Right, and you just, Noah Benson, he loves to shoot.
Yeah, and he can get hot.
He can get hot.
But he's not in there long enough to really, and that's not any fault of anybody.
No, it's just how the flow goes, how the coach thinks who's playing, who's the hot player, how they're dealing with the defense.
Yeah.
And because you got to think about your defenders. Now, Noah's not a bad defender, but you know he plays a little bit differently defensively than some of the other guys. You know, you've got Gall who's in your face. You got Ald who's kind of he'll be right there in your face as well. Jason is gonna get in your face as well. I mean, most of them are gonna get in your face. Noah is more of a, I'm gonna use my length because he's got those long arms.
Right.
And he can cut that distance down pretty quickly, but he's not as quick as some of the other guys defensively. Yeah. And I'm not putting Noah down at any means.
No. What a talented student. I mean, a very good singer. Excellent.
Oh, is he?
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Yes, he has sang a couple times last year, even though he was suiting up for the varsity.
Oh, that's cool.
He was doing the national anthem. He is very, very talented and a very good student. Both his parents are teachers, and he's just an excellent teacher, a student. His parents are both teachers. What's it look like next week? The girls are home.
We'll talk to that in a minute. There are a couple of things I want to point out about Capital. Tonight's win makes it 8 in a row. They do improve to 10-2 on the season, 4-2 in the conference.
Yeah, that was what I was going to say.
The Highclimbers, they dropped to 8-4 overall, 4-2 in the conference. This is getting really crowded up here at the top.
Yeah.
That's just a couple of things to note there. Next up for Shelton, they head back on the road and travel to Silverdale on Wednesday to take on Central Kitsap.
Okay.
Get another big body to deal with down there. I think they have a 6'8" young man in Silverdale. Capital will host Yelm next Wednesday. Our next broadcast is Wednesday as the Shelton girls will be in this building hosting Central Kitsap. Tip-off in the Mini Dome is 7 p.m.
And that should be a good game.
Should be.
Should be a real good game. Shelton girls are coming off a pretty good win against River Ridge.
River Ridge, yeah, they were outmatched a smaller school in a tournament. What do they call a T-Town Throwdown, I guess is what it was. Yeah. They played, I'm trying to Mission Prep, I can't remember. I think they're out of California.
Okay.
And then the other team escapes me who they played in that tournament.
Yeah.
But yeah, they 1-2, not terrible in the big town of Tacoma. So that'll do it for us here tonight. My thanks to Jerry, as always, for his help, and he'll be with me next week, you said?
I will.
Okay, we get Jerry for another week.
Yeah, and then I start a new job working at the state senate in security, and I'm looking forward to that. I get to walk to work.
Oh, that's good.
3 blocks.
3 blocks for Jerry. That's a great commute. Final again, Capital 66, Shelton 52. We will talk to you next week, everyone.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been brought to you by Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, celebrating the art of life, and Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.